Hi, everybody. Welcome to the White Tiger Tarot. Thank you so much for being with me here today. I just want to apologize for my absence. I've been healing a lot within myself and I've been going through my own things within, and I had to take a bit of a hermit mode. Um, but yeah, and I feel like it has so much to do with all of the eclipses and just being in the 12th house in March. It's like the end of a very long cycle, and like so much has to come up and be healed, and right before April, and now I'm feeling the Aries energy, guys. I'm feeling back, I'm feeling excited, I'm feeling energized, and I'm feeling closer to myself, and that's what it's all about, right? Okay, so today's reading is, what are you manifesting? Because I came up with so many, I try to come up with so many different names for this reading, and it would be about, because I feel like there's a lot of change in purpose and change in our focus that may have come up like out of the blue, and maybe it's attached to something you were doing before. But yeah, I just feel like manifestation wraps it up in a very simple and easy way. So, what is now manifesting in your life? Yeah, so it could be anything, but we'll get right into it. We have 3 piles today, and we're doing runes. So these are runes cards. The urus. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce these properly yet, but the urus card rune, the Awas, okay, and the Ansus. I think that's how you pronounce it. Guys, let me know how you pronounce it in the comments. Um, but yeah, I will give you guys some time to meditate on your cards, and I will see you in the readings. All my love. See you there. Hi, Pile One. Welcome to your reading on what is manifesting in your life right now. So you guys chose card number 1, which is the Urus, I think. Oh my gosh. I hope that's right, guys. It probably isn't. But please, if you do know, please put it in the comments. Let me know how to pronounce these. These are new cards, right? So I gotta really start getting them down. But yeah, so your card is about manifestation. Okay, so it's about having that power, that strength, that courage that is necessary. Look, we see diamonds here. All right, and it reminds me of Taurus, right, with the bull. So it also reminds me of the second house, which is like possessions, and a manifestation of the physical. So this could be, a larger sum of money, having to do something with your work or your career. But I just see life overall becoming more stable. It's like also reminds me of the Empress, right? Because that's a Taurus card. And we see all this greenage. These look like oak leaves, and it just looks green. We've got some chestnuts here, and it just looks prosperous, all right? Sparkling. So yeah, I feel like there's some kind of physical manifestation for you guys. But we're going to ask Spirit to guide us today for your decks. As always, each reading is, suited just for you. So they're pointing me over here. These cards are so big. All right, so from pile number 1's God, thank you. Okay, so we have youthful folly, impulsiveness, immaturity, bluffing, ignorance, learning, impatience, reckless behavior. And we have revolution, transformation, a radical change. Nice. Give up the old to make way for the new, a quantum leap. So this reminds me of the Phoenix, Scorpio energy, transformation. Okay, rising from the ashes of maybe an old self or an old life or an old way of being. This is transformation. This is radical transformation, right? A quantum leap. A quantum leap. Okay, that is saying a lot. That is like going through a portal or going to another dimension, you know? It's like those kinds of vibes where it's like nothing's even. I'm not the same. This situation is not the same. Yeah, it's pretty wild. Okay, let's keep going. Who knows? We might even do all oracle cards, but we'll see what Spirit wants to do. What's been happening for me lately? Growth. Yeah, you're growing big time. You've really transformed. That's crazy, because this to me is saying like you've been maybe, and with the bull, this is like slow moving energy, right? Stubborn, that Taurian fixed stubborn energy. And it's almost, and that makes it like slow moving, right, to come. And I feel like you're getting this now, and you didn't get it before because you were like almost too impulsive then. You were a little too wobbly. You didn't have all your footing. You were very young and naive maybe. And you don't even have to be that young, but it was like, you know, it's yeah, we just weren't ready for the thing. But I feel like this whole past time of your life with you just getting prepared for what is to come. It's like it wasn't ready then. And now you're getting more in your being, in your power, right? With the Empress, like really sitting in that, because you've shown yourself you have the courage to walk the tightrope. Like you did it, right? So you showed yourself your strength, your courage, your power. And so now you are changing from this person who's, you know, who maybe they had a lot to learn, and we all do. And so now it's like, because you're changing, your outer situation's about to change big time. We see the Phoenix, we see that strength and that transformation, huge change. And then we have growth. Okay, there is auspicious energy around you. You are experiencing vigorous growth. This is a good time to learn, to develop new ideas, new ways of doing things. Break away from old unhealthy habits and step out of your comfort zone. Your reward is ahead. Wow. I feel like you as a person, you as a soul are experiencing massive growth. We see that here with the bamboo, right? With the panda. Bamboo is the fastest growing, and it grows like the most, like a weed. It's like one of the fastest growing plants, I think. I could be wrong, or trees at least, okay? It grows like crazy. So this is saying you are in a time of massive, massive growth. And I feel like that's within yourself, and that's also on your outer world, because we see that here with the earth energy, right, of the bull. I feel like it's the inner meets the outer. You've been doing all the growth and the hard work within yourself, and now it's time for that to be projected out into your physical world, and for you to actually start seeing big changes in your outer world that match, you know, you and yourself and how you feel. Okay, where are we going next? Yeah, I think these are gonna be all oracle cards, which are so fun because I've been doing that lately for myself. You know, I've been still giving myself some readings. But yeah, it's like, you know, you can't not do it, even if you're going through stuff. I just haven't, you know, been given the energy to do it for long periods of time, like I do with these videos. But yeah, so we have growth. We have hawk here. And yeah, so this really makes me feel like you've gotten some kind of big picture view of something. Like you've been able to rise above something and see it in a new way, see it in a new light. Okay? This is you, and I feel like you've been really gaining a lot of tact and of like expertise more and more. Like, that's what you're ready for. It's like you're seeing something differently now. You're seeing something from a higher view. Maybe something that you've been working on, maybe why certain things didn't work and why they couldn't work. You know, what I've been, this whole past era of my life, maybe this is when I was trying all these things out. And I needed to do that, even though it didn't get me the results that I wished on the physical. But I needed to do that in order for my growth. And I feel like now you're starting to see from above, like, oh, it's like you took pieces from everything that you tried to put them together. And now it's like something clicked or something is clicking. I'm just new and I'm different and I'm seeing things in a new way. And so now I see the big picture here. Now I feel like I have a view from above and I'm not so in it. I'm not so drowning in it. I feel like you've been able to pull yourself out of the hyper-focused, do I have or do I not have, or, you know, trying to almost like there's a desperation in that because it's a clinging, right? So I feel like you've been letting go of the clinging and letting go and maturing and growing up. And I feel more than that, you know, this is like spiritual sight. This is seeing something for the larger, bigger picture. Okay, this is strange. They're making me go back to the same deck that we already had. Wow, and there's why. That's funny. Prosperity, yeah. Dude, Taurus energy, man. It's wealth, good fortune, success. Express gratitude by supporting others, material possessions. Okay? Yeah, this is what you're manifesting right now is like your own inner growth. And what's now happening, like, I feel like that's already been what you've been doing. It's not like that's what's manifesting, right? It's you've been working on this. You have been growing. You have been focusing on transforming yourself, letting go, you know, finding your balance, finding the things, you know, I feel like it is this, you know, spiritual healing can be like a tightrope walk where you go too much one way, right? And then you come back to center and then you go back too much the other way. And you really got to find your balance in life that works for you. And so we go through all these practices and we try all these things. And I feel like you finally are finding your balance, and that's transforming you. And that's what you've been growing like mad. And they wanted you to get to this point, right? Because they want to bring in, this is the golden Buddha, right? I think so. But they wanted you to get into this peace state so that when the fortune came, you could handle it. Okay, you could handle it with grace, with peace, because what good is having money if you don't know, like, if you aren't at peace within? What's better? You know, gaining that peace within, right? Coming to balance within yourself on such a deep level. That's the true prize, isn't it? And I feel like you guys understand that. And they're like, yeah, of course, we had to get you to this point of inner peace before we could give you this wealth and prosperity. Okay? Because you had to know that you had to, first of all, work for it so you'd appreciate it, right? Because if things just come to us, right, so easy, we very rarely appreciate it to the level. And I feel like you didn't come in this world to be rich, but it's like, but I wanted to find my purpose and find myself in the best way possible. And because you have been working on that, because you have been doing that, now, yes, you do get the outer riches and you do get the prosperity and you do get the wealth. And I feel like you're starting something new because you're becoming new. And so it's like you're getting this second life. You're getting this second life. It's like it's a start. It's a new start, and maybe it's somewhere else. Maybe it isn't, but in some way or another, this is like your second half of your life where it's like, yeah, you worked on what was necessary, what was like actually valuable within, right? You explored that and you made that your world. And you're like, regardless of the outcome here, I'm going to make sure that I transform. I'm going to make sure that I'm at peace, that I'm free, that I'm good with myself. And because you have been doing that, because you did that, here it is. Well, guess what? Your outer world now gets to match your inner world. And it takes longer to catch up to you, okay? Because it's earth, it's physical, it's heavy, it's slow. But that was serving you. That was serving you, because you might not have been able to reach that level without this. You get both. You get the spiritual freedom, you get the spiritual peace, and you get the physical, abundance. You are total abundance. Like that is it. It's the point of life. And don't go for the riches first. Go for these. Go for the spiritual enlightenment. Go for the wisdom. Put yourself in uncomfortable, unsafe, these situations where we get to figure out who I am, who we are, what's my balance, where's my peace at, where's my thing, and that's what was important. That's what I wanted to find, and that's what you're finding, because you found it within yourself first, and that's the true prize. Okay, this stuff is it's a result of this. So you get both, and that's the actual trick to it all. And that's the little piece they don't tell you, is that this one gives you both. Money only gives you one. You only get the money when you go for the money. When you go for the God, when you go within, when you go for you, when you go, you know what? I'm going to sacrifice the money for the time being. That's not my focus. My focus is me. My focus is knowing myself to the fullest extent of enjoying this life and getting the most out of it for my soul's growth. That's what I'm here for. Okay? That's where you focused on, and you're like, I'm not taking this life for granted. I'm here for the real stuff. I'm here for the real school. So teach me. I'm here to grow, to evolve, to learn as a soul past this earth. This is, I feel like you have that understanding of, that's what I'm here for, and I'm going to take the risks necessary to make sure that my soul gets the most out of this. And this is it's just a byproduct. And that's funny. It's like the devil's game is just, and figuratively, doesn't have to be like the Catholic, but it's the powers that be, or the devil, or those things, the ones that are only up for power and money, right? That thing, that other part of the yin, right? Of the yin yang. It is the circle, okay? It is here for us all. It's to teach us all, right? It's to teach us what path we want to go on, where we resonate with. But it's like, it is, you just go for the money and that's all you get. But if you go for this, if you go for the love, if you go for the love of it all, you get both. Oh, that's awesome. And that's what you're getting, dude. That's what it's like, yeah, you get it. You get it. It's yours now. We're handing over here. You've done it. You went through the fire. You risked it to get the biscuit, and you're getting the biscuit now. You're getting the prosperity too. You don't have to sacrifice it, because you went for the one that counted, the one that matters truly. Good for you. Good for you, Pile One. So enjoy these manifestations. They are well earned. Yeah, you're a true G, a true soul. Yeah, so good for you. That is your reading, my Pile Ones. Thank you so much for coming to your reading today. I appreciate and love all of you. If this reading resonated with you, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so you never miss another reading. And leave a comment. Shout out Pile One. I would love to know who you guys are, because you guys are serious contenders. Okay, you guys are unreal. Um, yeah, let me know in the comments, and I will see you guys on the next reading. All my love, power, and peace. Hello, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading on what is manifesting in your life right now. Yeah, you guys chose the Awaz. This one I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing right. But if I'm not, please correct me in the comments. But yeah, this card is a lot about partnership and harmony and marriage, but also about, allowing for change, allowing for, growth. Okay, so let us see where Spirit's gonna take me here. All right. And every reading is different. It is totally to your own energy, because everyone has different tarot decks. Wow, look at that. You have Hoarder. I mean, that's pretty nice. Hoard. You don't see that on hoarders, right? A big pile of gold. So that's nice. But maybe it's like there's something guarding it almost, I feel like, but it's not really as scary as it seems. Like it's like, oh, yeah, there's a dragon, but he doesn't seem unfriendly. He's kind of like, what is this? Okay. And then we have sudden illness. Okay, I don't want you guys to get freaked out. These are totally like just symbols, okay? So I don't want you guys to worry. But I mean, of course, if it's been on your mind, that is your discretion. But I'm not here to do any kind of, there's no, yeah, it's symbolic, okay? All right, over here. You guys do get tarot cards. The first pile didn't get any tarot cards at all. Very interesting. Okay, for my pile 2s, thank you. Okay, so first card out, we have Judgment. Beyond Illusion, we have the Hermit with Aloneness. Pardon me. We have the Five of Swords with Comparison. We have the Page of Pentacles with Adventure. Three of Wands with Experiencing. That's, yeah. And the Three of Swords with Isolation. Okay, okay, so this makes me think like there was some kind of something wrong maybe in a partnership. And this doesn't have to be romantic. It could be professional, friends, whatever. And maybe someone was like holding on to, maybe they cheated you out of some money, but there was, or they backstabbed you in some way. They maybe like held something back from you. It's interesting. We have the bamboo again, because that was mentioned in pile 1. And I feel like there was some kind of maybe upsetting, some kind of upsetting news in some connection possibly within your life. Maybe we had to cut them out of our lives. Okay, but whatever it is, if this was a past person, because I see so much harmony, okay, and with the Awaz rune, I mean, it's like, I feel like you're getting a new awakening. I think you're going on an adventure, okay? Yeah, it's like there was some kind of aspect on your life that was it didn't feel right. Or maybe this was you needing to make some kind of change. Maybe you have a lot of money, but you hold on to it and you don't allow yourself to maybe do the things that you want to do. Okay. But yeah, I feel like for a lot of you, it's like someone had to be cut off. And there was like an upsetting, disappointing energy, maybe in relationship, or in this type of area in which, this could be work, relationships, but it's like there is no comparison to you. Like you stand alone and you're beautiful. But I just feel like something made you, or you're going on a kind of very internal journey, like of finding yourself in a new way. And I feel like that comes with an adventure. I think you're going to be having a lot of new experiences here, because maybe some of you are dealing with some kind of illness, or you've been sick a lot lately, or you felt like you're just like holding back or holding yourself back in some way. And maybe that's because of past relationships or past disappointments in people, in situations. Okay. But yeah, it's like there is something here, that an adventure that is calling to you. Okay. We have the literal adventure card here. This is time for you. It's like you're going to go off on a solo journey, but you're going to feel what it is that you're looking to feel. You're going to feel and find out the things that are meant for you. You're going to find your path. You're going to go beyond the illusion, and you're going to change. You're growing. This is your journey of you're manifesting an adventure, and it's for your growth. Okay? And it's for your growth, and you're going to start seeing the world in a way different way. And you're going to align to your actual path, your higher path, by going on this adventure, because I feel like it needs cleared out. Whatever this was that you're holding on to, that you're maybe not letting go of, or that maybe you're in an old situation, or you're in a place that you had with an ex, or whatever. There's a lot of memories in this place where you're at. And I feel like it's making you maybe sick for some of you, but I feel like just this is something that needs to be worked on in your life. This is something that needs attention. And that means it's like that. And I feel like the answer to your whatever it is, if this is a heart thing, if it's on your mind and you're like, I'm just, I feel like I need out of this because it's just hard. It's like, yeah, well, there is an opportunity here for you to go on a new adventure, and it's gonna be solo at the beginning. I really feel like it's like this is for your soul's growth. You're gonna find so many beautiful things, and you have no idea, and you just have to allow yourself to experience something new, experience something in a new way, experience whatever this is coming in for you. It's going to be an invitation, or it's a travel thing, or it's, try this, maybe go towards this new company, or, give them a shot, give it 2 weeks, whatever. There's some kind of new experience here that's beckoning to you. And it's like, yeah, this is what you need, okay? Whatever this is what you need to align to your purpose. Because I feel like you've been maybe holding yourself back in some way because there was something imbalanced, or there was, a past situation, but you can find that harmony, that thing that you've been looking for. But you gotta leave this past thing, or this thing that's been happening, or this place in which these things happened. You need the new energy. That what this makes me feel like is like claustrophobic and like stale air. Okay, with the sudden illness and the hoarder, it feels like I've been in this place. It feels dusty. Okay, it feels dusty, and I feel like you feel that. You feel claustrophobic. You feel stuck, or you feel like there's something here that I need new, I need fresh, I need to open the door, let the fresh air in. And that's exactly it. And that's what Spirit is saying. It's like you need to take this adventure, you need to go and experience these new things, allow yourself to go and have fun and let your hair down and, experience new things. Open the doors to life, open the doors to these new experiences, people, places and things that want to come into your life, and that's going to trigger your awakening. That's going to trigger you, oh, I was always meant to be here, or this brought me exactly where I needed to be, or this is the culture that I've been like really looking to fit in with. It's all those things. It's like, oh, it wakes you up. It opens your eyes to new experiences, to new ways of living, to new ways of feeling the world, new ways of seeing it. So there is your manifestation is an adventure beckoning to you. It's a knock at your door. It's a let's go for this trip. Let's go to this new place. Let's try this out. Apply here, try it out. Maybe you never know. Even if it's way, out of your wheelhouse, do it. Try it. Go. The energy just needs shaken up. It needs shaken up. You need to get out of this state or this place that carries too much. I feel like, and I feel like even just a break, take a break, go on a solo trip, a weekend trip, go in a yoga retreat, go on just go to the next town, okay? Whatever it is, go to your sisters, go to your brothers. But I really do feel like for a lot of you, it's a little bit deeper than that. And it's like, or you could be within, like maybe you're not going anywhere physical, but it's like, I'm going on this like solo journey. But I really do feel like it is a physical experience here with the Three of Wands. Like, I don't think this is just within, although it's going to give you huge results within. I really feel like this is happening in your outer world. It's an adventure that life wants to take you on, to show you maybe you've been focusing on the wrong things. Maybe what you're focusing on was going to make you sick. Maybe it was just, I can't because I don't want to spend the money. Maybe your priorities are just a little off right now, and it's not your fault. I feel like you're maybe in the comparison of people that's around you. But this is going to open up your eyes, open up your world. Okay? And that might not be the case take it where it resonates, right? But yeah, it's like life wants to wake you up to a new way of being and experiencing, and it's going to feel so good and so exciting, and I feel like you're going to see and feel in new ways, in new and exciting ways. So yeah, answer the call, go for it. My pile twos, that is your manifestation coming in. Thank you so much for being with me here today. I love and appreciate all of you. If this reading did resonate for you, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so you never miss another reading. And please leave a comment. Shout out Pile 2. Let me know, what is this thing that you need to leave in the past. It could be, this definitely could be a mindset, right? It'll get you out of a certain mindset. Like where you're just thinking maybe there's not enough, or I'm scared to get sick if I go to this place, or there's something stopping you. This kind of gives me there's a bit of fear around something. So this is going to allow you to just and get a new perspective, get a new view, have fun. And I feel like let go of maybe worries and let go of the stress. And it's going to be really, really good for you. So thank you so much, Pile 2, for coming. And yeah, like I said, I already did the little spiel. So I hope to see you guys in the next one. All of my love. Peace. Oops. Sorry about that. Hello, Pile 3. And sorry for all the shadows. I'm going to have a little shadow puppet party here. You can see all behind the scenes here. But anyway, you guys got the Ansu's Ruin. Please correct me if I'm wrong on that pronunciation. But so this rune talks about communication, okay? And we see he's got Odin's eyeball here, because this is the story of Odin's raven. And basically, they're like, it's about insight, okay? Not seeing with the physical eyes, but more with the third eye, more with the feelings and the intuition and just the knowings, right? And we have a little message here tied to the eyeball. So makes me feel like maybe you are getting some kind of divine inspiration, communication, downloads, or, and that can come in the physical as well. There could be a physical message coming in for you. A surprise. Okay. Every reading's been so different as far as like what cards come out, what decks. Like the first reading had no tarot cards at all. The second one we started with Oracle, and now we're just starting with tarot. Very curious. Because each reading I allow Spirit to just guide me, and so every reading, every pile is different as far as what decks are used in what, you know, sometimes they can be a lot of similar decks, but all right, my pile twos. What is manifesting in their life? Okay, schizophrenia, but that came out, that flipped out a little weird, eh? Like really wanted to be upside down. And so I definitely take that sign, right? I don't read reversals, but I'll take that as a sign as far as maybe a deeper meaning of this card, okay? Because it was so dramatic. There we go, okay. This is the High Priestess. Yep, insight, remember? The insight, the downloads. Are they, oh, you're in between worlds. Oh, and I know why it's upside down, because this is the Two of Swords, okay? This is saying you see clearly. You're not second guessing. You see something very clearly, okay? This is because usually in the Two of Swords, it's someone blindfolded, as though like, and but it's saying like use your other senses, but it also symbolizes indecision, okay? And because this came out upside down, I feel like you're not indecisive at all. Like you very well are very, very connected. You are well connected to your inner world, to your higher self, to your intuition. And you know that to be the truth. And I feel like you know certain things. You don't have to have them in your physical world to know them. And you trust that. And we have the Six of Swords with the burden. This, right now, this is giving me something I've never received before from this card. I don't see it as a bad thing here. I feel like this is your higher self, like pointing you in the direction you need to go, and like carrying your heavy body. Like, no, I know you're tired. I know you're tired. I know you're tired of just following your intuition and not seeing anything in your physical world. I know you're tired of that. Look how tired you are. I know. But your higher self is like, dude, come on, one more, let's go. I promise you it's right over that hill. I promise you it is. I know this is the last time. It's like, you know how they pull us on and on and on for years sometimes, just so they make sure that we have that hope that pulls us along, right? And I feel like certain manifestations can take so long to get here on the physical, and you've been like so ready for it for such a long time. But this is good. It didn't come in because you were meant to grow that inner sight, and not just your physical, like not having to see it to believe it. Like they really wanted you to not see it for such a long time, so you would just go off blind intuition, blind faith. That you were here to grow your faith in such a strong way, and your trust within yourself. You're like listening to yourself over everyone else. And over even what your physical world does tell you, right? It's like sometimes, you know, people can say certain things, and yeah, but that doesn't always mean it's truth, right? But you know yourself, and you trust yourself, and that's what you've been in the process of. And so now it's like you don't have indecision because I listen to myself in the moment of what needs to be done, and I trust. Like what this person doesn't look like they trust themselves to make. It's like, and it's not that they don't trust themselves, but intuition is like, it'll give you that surety, and like we all come out of it here and there, but when you listen to your intuition, you know that's truth. You know that's real. You know that's the direction. I always go to my intuition. I have a signal for it. right? I'm sure you have something like this as well, where, you put two options in front of you, this or that, yes or no, right? And I feel it in my gut. I feel my gut tighten, and I feel like a lot of people have that as well. When it's a no, my gut tightens, and when it's yes, I feel loose and open, right? So that's like my own meter, and just by my attention, where my attention goes, right? So I can do it that way. My higher self will always lead me in the right direction for me. And so that's what your higher self has been guiding you and leading you and pointing you in the direction of you, of listening to you, and maybe, yeah, it's like we were in that period. This reminds me of the hangman, which is depicted a lot as Odin, right? Because he hung himself up. So, and then the crows, pecked out his eyes, and that represents the hangman in tarot. It's putting ourselves in an uncomfortable position, like it's a sacrifice of time, of something, of not having something in the physical for the time being, and that's so we can grow our inner world. We can grow in wisdom. We can see the world in a new way. And I feel like that's what you've been doing in this time. And I know you're tired. And I know, because growth and transformation and doing these things over and over again it's not a cakewalk, right? It's hard work. And I see this has been a long time coming for you. And it's like, it's finally, they're like, I swear, I know I've said this to you so many times in the past, but I swear it's right over the ending is, and it's not the ending, but it's like there has been a mountain. It's like you're reaching a new plateau of experience, right? Because we never stop climbing, we never stop like moving and going. But yeah, it's like, but there's a big one on the horizon for you, where I feel like it won't be this hard anymore. Things are going to flow so much easier, and you're connected with your higher self. So it's like it's not going to feel like this heavy thing, because it's like, I've been between worlds. I've been really going back and forth, and it's been a lot of, growth and healing over and over. But I feel like you're at the end of the heaviest stuff. And once that comes, it's going to feel light. It's going to feel so nice. I mean, look at the bottom of the deck. We have ripeness with the Nine of Pentacles. You are ripe, right? It's ready. It's ready. It's ready now. For whatever reason, the energy, you're ready, the energy's ready. You've learned, not for whatever reason, because you've learned to see with new eyes, with your inner sight. That's the one you've come to a new level of trust and growth and faith. And so you're ready now. And so it's ready to manifest in your physical world. This desire, this, more financial stability. This is also a card of entrepreneurship, okay? It's building something out of nothing. It's making something grow in a way that it like now is easier, okay? It's like we're past the Seven of Pentacles, where it's like that was the hard work. That was the sowing the seeds and checking the rain and the failures, and the next year we try something else, and okay, we need to work on this for next year so they're crispier. So, this kind of soil needs, like we work the situation and we try again and we fail, right? And we keep it working. I feel like that's what you've been in the process of, and now you've got the most beautiful plum tree here. It's like, they're so beautiful and juicy and ripe, and like this was what it was all for, right? They're better than I thought. This manifestation is better than I thought, and it's going to feed me now for years. And I've finally got it to the right point. I finally got it to this beautiful, red, juicy, plump, perfect, everyone, these are the dream plums, right? And so I feel like you've found it, and you're coming into it. It's ready now. You're ready. The situation's ready. What are we doing now? Do we want to add to this? I mean, we got a whole, okay. Nice. Okay, so we have small is beautiful. Find the extraordinary in the ordinary. Keep it simple. Use discretion. Slow down. Tend to details. Pay attention. So we do have this butterfly here, and I feel like that is the growth, but I also feel like that's what you're doing now, is you're finding the extraordinary in the ordinary. And because of that, it's like that's what the point was, right? Your growth is now like that point. It's like once you see that, you see it, and there's no going back, right? So it's not like there's not and nothing ever to do from that point. But there's certain plateaus, there's certain things that once you learn them, you can't unlearn them. Once you see life and yourself in another way, you can't undo it, right? So we do reach certain things. We gain certain insights by practice, by being present, being and just becoming better for ourselves. And I feel like your biggest leaps in your growth happen from all of the small efforts, all of the small details that you didn't think were important. So that could be making the bed, that could be making sure you brush your teeth morning and night. That could be making sure, then the next level to that, making sure you floss morning and night, right? Or then you start with the morning with the floss, or you start at night with the floss, and then you go, like, there are certain levels of things where we go, okay, now I do this because I know it brings me to a certain centeredness within myself, to a certain trust, and to a certain faith within myself that I can take care of myself, right? So that could be working out, that could be and it adds to our trust within ourselves. It adds to the messages that come. It adds to the clarity of the messages, the clarity of the truth, the clarity of the insights, the clarity of the direction that I'm taking. Right? So it's all in almost, I feel like you've been learning, it's all been in the background. It's all the background stuff that is the biggest impact on your life. It's the small, it's the extraordinary and the small, and maybe seemingly unimportant, right? Like we just get so used to certain things and then they don't seem important, but they're so extraordinary and so beautiful, and like it's such a blessing, and they're so unique in their own way, and maybe we forgot that about ourselves, right? Maybe that's what we've been also learning. Okay. And so I want to know what your manifestation is. I feel like it's this, but I feel like once you have this sight, it's like, I feel like, yes, well, we know what it is, right? It's definitely a physical gift with the Nine of Pentacles here on the bottom. Like it's this, maybe a business working, or it's something in the physical, security of some kind, right? It's this thing working out for us. It's what we've been trying to manifest, what we've been mastering in some way. It's like, yeah, it's just ready. Look at that with the fourth house, firm foundation. Fours are stability. Okay, this is the base. The triangle is the base. Well, the base of the triangle, right? But it's here. It's in the root chakra. You're coming into a much more stable time in your life, where maybe you don't feel like you're so in between worlds. Maybe it has felt very shaky at times. Like, yeah, like I don't know where I stand. Maybe you've been moving a lot and you just want some stability in your life. You just want something that's, like a mountain that's reliable, that's firm. Like that could be a money situation. That could be a house situation. Could be in relationships for sure, but I just want this stability, right? In this way of my life, and maybe in the physical, and maybe just in my day-to-day life. We have conflict and defeat, with the 5. Oh my God, 4, 5, 6. Oh, and then we're missing the 7. 4, 5, 6, and look, we have relationship harmony. So this is, or just harmony in general, right? But let's see. Sorry, I just want to see if this is fitting. Okay. I'm just gonna put this here. So there's something coming into harmony within your life that was, I feel like you felt like you were defeated by it. And that could be something really within your foundation. It's like maybe there was always conflict. I was always having to move. I was always having to walk away. I felt maybe defeated in a lot of ways, or it just feels like hectic. I feel, yeah, defeated. And so I feel like this, whatever this foundation is for you, something secure, something stable in your life, right? That's what's coming in. That's what's manifesting. It's harmony. And maybe this is, like we said, in a very important relationship to you. And I feel like it is that, but it's also within your physical world. I think you're coming into emotional and relationship harmony with a connection, or with someone who's coming in here, okay? Because this is the Lovers card. And we have the 4, 5, 6. This is like the progression, right? This is going. Maybe you felt taken advantage by in relationships, right? But yeah, you're coming into so much more harmony, and you're not going to feel this like shaky in between. I don't know where I stand, or I don't know, if this isn't stable ground. I feel like I'm, hanging on for dear life sometimes. So what's manifesting in your life is stability within your physical world, and stability within connection. Okay, and so we have emotional withdrawal, which is the 8 of Cups. Okay, so this is walking away. This is walking away from something that just feels like I'm always getting defeated, or it feels too difficult. It feels like, or it's like this mindset. Maybe this is a mindset for a lot of you, where I'm like, maybe it's like victim mentality a little bit, where I just always feel like, I'm in conflict, or I'm in defeat, and learning to overcome that in certain ways. Okay, so seeing it with a new eye, in a new way. But there is something that you have to walk away from. So it could be this mentality, could be this conflict and defeat. This could be in a place where you're at. Maybe you're in between places. Maybe you want to move, or you want to go somewhere new, and you're like, do I go? This is saying definitely leave it behind. Leave any places or people that feel like I'm defeated all the time. This isn't working. Any situations that make you feel just like you're not being appreciated. But I just feel like it's something you just know about this. You just feel defeated from it. It feels like it's done. And so you're just coming into a time of way more stability financially, in the physical, and with your partnership here. It's just time for you, and that's going to require a walking away. And then your manifestation is on the other side of that, kind of leaving something. It's making the decision to go, to move on. There could be definitely some kind of burdens that need to be, that are being overcome by leaving. And that was interesting, because that message really went from, it gave me so much. That's beautiful. You're seeing the world in a new way. You're seeing yourself in a new way. And so I feel like wherever you're at right now, in any capacity, whether it's living or working, you're leaving it behind, okay? And because you've outgrown it, you've just grown, you see things in a new way, and you're letting go of things that weigh you down. You're letting go of things that make you feel defeated. You're moving on, and you're moving into harmony and firm foundation. You're moving into that stability within the physical, because you've been working on the spiritual for so long, and the growth, right? The inner work. And so it's because you have this new sight, this ripeness is here. It's time for you to have the full balance within your life. Just stability in your relationships and in your physical world, and maybe that's something that you've never really had. And that's beautiful. Like you're really going to, it just feels peace. It feels good. It feels like, and it's not a shock, because you've worked so hard to get here. And it's so you feel like, yeah, you know, I do deserve this. I've worked really hard. I'm really actually, I'm proud. I'm proud of the work I've done. I'm proud of who I am. And yeah, you know, I know that this work would I always knew it would provide me. I always knew I deserved it. I always knew it was there for me. I always knew I could do it. And I feel like you just have such an inner strength, such an inner knowing that it led you, right? It led you. And you have such a, you're strong now. You're good. You're stable. You're secure within yourself, and now it's going to show in the physical. And maybe, you know, you've been really working on yourself physically, mentally, you know, doing what needed to be done. And so that's now going to be rewarded for you in the physical and just in general, in love, like experiencing more love, a connection that actually feels good and harmonious. And like we're both doing this for each other. We're both like here working together and creating something beautiful. And maybe it didn't feel like that for a long time. But I feel like we never gave up. And we just we went within, we went inward, and we figured it out. We figured ourselves out, and in doing that, we figured out our relationships and our physical and our foundation, and just that finally not feeling in between, finally not feeling that shakiness, that indecision, that maybe, you know, movement, that never knowing where I stand, never on firm ground. We're finally coming to that firm ground, that foundation, that feeling of comfortability and feeling of good and just grounded love. Grounded knowing that, yeah, I did build this. Like, it's not that exciting because it's not exciting sounding. You know what I mean? It is what we strive for truly. It's not that like quick flash of success. It's no, I put in so much work here. Like, yeah, it's not that it's owed in any sense, but at the same time, it's like but the universe works in fair law. And so it's like I've been putting in the time in where it counts for me, what's truly important. And it's like, yeah, so I know this was coming. And it is, you know, it is deserving, and I know that. And so it's going to be that much like more, you're going to be that much more proud and firm in your knowing of you and what you're capable of. And that is like, that's it, right? Like that's dope. That's amazing. Good for you, Pile 3. That's awesome. I'm super proud of you guys. So that's what's manifesting, you know? I mean, fantastic. That's awesome. Well deserved, for sure. So thank you so much for coming to your reading, Pile 3. I appreciate and love all of you guys so much, and I'm so happy to be back doing this for you guys. And for me, I you know, this brings me so much joy. So yeah, if you did enjoy this reading, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss another reading. And leave a comment, Shadow Pile 3. Let me know what this is, what you're leaving behind, what you've been working on. Yeah. Can't wait to hear about it. And I will see you guys on the next reading. All of my love. Peace.